Hello everyone and welcome back to CBSE Tech Talks. I am Dr. Krishna Man and in today's session we are going to explore a very important concept from class 12th IB, that is data handling using pandas with a special focus on data frames. So let's begin our journey in the world of pandas. First of all, what is Pandas? Pandas is one of the most popular Python libraries used for data analysis and manipulation. The word Pandas actually comes from the term panel data, which means multidimensional data. It is extremely powerful because it allows us to work with big data set easily, perform analytical and statistical operations, handle data in a way that is very similar to working with spreadsheet or database. Features of pandas. Some key features of pandas include fast and efficient data structure, support for handling missing data, label-based slicing and indexing, conditional selection, merging and joining data sets, and the ability to import and export data from different sources. That is why pandas have become one of the most widely used tools for data science and machine learning. Now you must be thinking of why use pandas when we already have NumPy? The answer is NumPy is great for handling arrays of numbers, but pandas goes a step further. While NumPy requires homogeneous data, pandas DataFrame allows heterogeneous data, meaning we can use different type of data in some same table. Pandas also come with column names and labels, making data analysis much easier and more reliable. Now, Panda data structure consists of two uh, types of labeling. Series is one-dimensional label array, while data frame is two-dimensional label arrays like a table. When we talk about series and data frame in pandas, series is 1D array with sequence of homogeneous data. While when we talk about data frame, it is 2D and it can contain heterogeneous data structures with rows and columns like Excel sheet. It means the data can be of different types. Series are immutable in size. It means we can't add elements in series, but values are mutable. It means new values cannot be added, but existing values can be deleted or modified. In data frame, both size and values are mutable. That is, you can add new rows, columns, or even you can delete rows and columns. With numeric data labels, that is known as index, starts with 0 if index is not provided. Now this goes same with data frame also. Rows and columns of data frame are indexed or labeled with row index and column index. Default position of index start with 0 if index are not given, and if given then you can start with any which you provide. Now let's move to data frame in further detail. A data frame is a two-dimensional heterogeneous data structure. Each row and column may have labeled. That label may be text or it may be integer. Index will be the so you can have labels which will be text. If you are giving the index, that is numeric value, that will be known as positional index. So if text is given, that is label, and if numeric values are given, that is positional. The default numeric index labels start from 0 if no index is provided. Now as you can see in the figure, the rows, you can say the index of data frame are known as axis. So dimensions of data frame are also known as axes, and you can say the rows are 0 while the columns are axis 1. So row is axis 0 and column is axis 1. Data frame is size and data mutable. So the rows and columns, you can increase the data as well as you can increase the size of data frame. When we talk about creating of data frames, it follows two approaches. One is row wise and the other one is column wise. In the case of row wise, we may have list. It means there is a list and you can have lists inside the list. So using nested list, we can go with the row wise approach to create data frame. The second way of creating row wise data frame is list dictionary. It means dictionary will be inside list. And the third one is even it may have series, list of series. So you will have list and inside that you will have series. So this is row wise. When we talk about column wise, it can be dictionary list. It means dictionary will have list inside it. The second way is dictionary to dictionary, means outside dictionary and inside the dictionary there will be other dictionary, or you can say nested dictionary. And the third one is dictionary series. It means series is inside the dictionary. Let's move one by one for all the cases. Creating empty data frame. Now data frame is highlighted with it is underlined data D capital and frame F capital. This is reserved word in, or you can say keyword in Python, so it goes this way. So of course we have to import pandas and the alias used for pandas is PD. And how to go with, use any variable, or you can say identify pd.dataframe. So data frame, like in series we have series as a function, here we have data frame as a function and no parameter is passed. So this is going to create one empty data frame. Let me show you on ideally. Let me arrange so that it will fit into the window which is highlighted to you, and we can copy it and paste it straight away so that it will have an we can go with slightly faster, and you can also see how it works on the ideally. So I'm writing in script mode. So there are three statements: import pandas as PD, df equals to pd.dataframe, no parameter pass. Okay, let me run it, and you have to save of course the file. So I'm saving my file in the folder where I'm saving other files and Python folder. Let me give the name as df 69. Okay, save it. So it is giving no output is coming because it is empty data frame, there is nothing. So if you want to display something before this, we may have one print command that will help, that yes, of course it is printing, it is executing. You can say my first data frame program. Okay, let me run again once again. So first data frame program, empty is data frame, column zeros, index 0. So index and columns are specified. Now here I have used first twice, so it is coming that way. So you may write my here. So whatever you write inside the parenthesis will come as it is, or you can say in the quotes will come as it is. So it is coming my first data frame program, empty data frame, and column empty, index empty. Let's move to next coding. Now creating data frame using list of list. It means there is a one list and inside that there is another list. So nested list. So of course import pandas as PD. Now the list consists of there are three elements in the list, and each element is having four further elements. So let's take an example: Amar 60, 68, 45, Akbar 65, 65, 56, and Anthony 70, 75, and 65. So this way we are going with df equals to pd.dataframe, the name of list, that is lst, comma, index equals to 1, 2, 3. We know that by default columns are what? Index we are giving 1, 2, 3. Otherwise by default it starts from 0, so it will give you 0, 1, 2. And the column names are given name of the student, or you can say name of person. The first numeric value in all the three lists is for physics subject, second is for chemistry subject, and the third is for mathematics subject. And then we are displaying the complete data frame. Let me show you here. I am overwriting, I am removing this and I am writing here. So this is what, let me run if it is working, or I have to again put the codes. Okay, so it has come. See, so by default, otherwise it starts with 0, 1, 2. but as the index are given 1, 2 and 3, so this is 1, 2, 3. Name of you can say students, physics marks, chemistry mark and math mark. So there are 3 rows and 4 columns. So column names are name, physics, chemistry, math, while the rows are 1, 2, 3. I hope it is clear. Let's move to next variation of creating data frame. Now in this case we are creating one dictionary using dictionary. List of dictionaries are there. So there is a list which is showing with the square brackets and curly brackets is dictionary. So we have name, first name, then we have physics, marks of physics, chemistry, marks of chemistry, maths, mark of maths. Same goes for the second name, physics, chemistry, maths, and third name. And we have as in this case the column names are already the keys of dictionary, while the index, that is for first student, second student and third student, it is 1, 2, 3. So let me run this also. I'm copying it. I think I have explained your coding and that is very much clear. It's not very hard. So I'm deleting it, overwriting above that only, run. Okay, so it has come the same way what we gave. Now maths is given, because in this case it is given maths. There is no maths word, in fact it is math. That's why we use dictionary also of math type. Others person will not understand, but being a computer student, we know that we always import math dictionary, import math, not maths. So we have been guided with the wrong. There is no maths, it is always math. Okay, so I'm again making it math. Now to make it more clear, you may have one print statement that will tell you what type of program it is. So we can have always print, you can say data frame using list of dictionaries. Okay, bracket close. Now one more thing, as it is going beyond how to go to the multi-line, I can put slash and I can press enter key. Otherwise you are getting confused how it is going, where it is ending. Now let's see, there's slight variation in the coding. Okay, the data frame using list of dictionaries. So it is coming this way, and this is the way. If you want to write in multiple line, you put slash at the end of line and continue writing the content in the next line. So I have put 2 backslashes, so one complete statement is divided into 3 rows, which are acting as single statement in the Python, and while executing it is considering only single statement. I hope this is clear. Now let's move to the next one, creating data frame using dictionary of series. So this time we will have one dictionary, we have series and we are making it as a dictionary. So first series is having names only, second series is having the marks of physics, third series is having marks of, you can say, chemistry, and fourth series is having marks of maths. Okay, let me make math here. I am telling you only this. So we can go with this also, and before that we can have dictionaries of series. I will be writing at the top. Import, of course we have to use import pandas as pd, and print data frame using dictionaries of series. Okay, this will help you what the question is for. You may use comment also, but comment will be only in the coding, but as we are getting confused with the output, so that's why I have used using print. So df using dictionaries of series. So first series, second series, third series we have made. I am showing you once again coding. So we have one series, pd.series, which we did in the previous unit, or you can say previous videos, and we have used one you can say list, and it consists of indexes 1, 2, 3. Second series is again a list, and that is converted into series. Third is again list and series. So you know how to create series. So series can be created using the list. So we are not focused on here how we are making series. We are talking about how to make data frame. So we have 4 series and then they are used in the dictionary, and that's what we have made data frame. Next, accessing. Now till now we have done how to create the data frame using series or list, or you can say using mm, list also. Now here, accessing data frame, how to access? We can, the values of data frame can be accessed in different ways, like series. The way we have accessing of series element, we can access even data frame also. There are 3 ways: accessing columns, accessing rows, or accessing rows and columns together. So let's do one by one. Accessing column of data frame. How you can access the data frame columns? If you are accessing single column, syntax, data frame column value. So after data frame you will be writing the value of column or data frame dot column label. So if you are giving column label, you can write, you can pass as a parenthesis in the you can say, you can pass as index, or you may write after dot also. Examples is, if you write print df physics or you write df.physics, is going to give you same. I'm using the same program which we have already used because values are there. So instead of printing this statement, I'm copying those 2 print statements. It is going to give you data frame of physics, and then it is going to give you data frame of df.physics. So let's see how it is working. I told you in the previous you can say video that it may be in single quotes or it may be in double quotes. So complete series is in single quote, while this print statement I have used physics in double quotes. It is going to give you same answer. Okay, so we have got physics. Now here, if we see here, physics is what? 60, 65, 70. So we are displaying only the values of physics. So you are getting the row names and the value of the column, that particular column. So column we have used as physics column. Again, the second, you can say, second way of displaying column. So rows are given 1, 2, 3 and column values are again physics. So 60, 65, 70. I hope it is clear. There is one more way. You can go with the multiple columns also. Now how to go with the multiple columns? Data frame and then pass the columns as parameters. Column 1, column 2, column 3. So let me print physics and maths here, and math and physics. So you can change the name of columns. The order of columns can be changed. I am removing these 2 statements. So in the first case I am displaying physics and then mathematics, and in the second case I am first displaying math and then I am displaying physics. So the content columns, the value of columns will be according to the way they have used. Okay, so let me run it. See, physics and math and physics. So the values are changed. So this time we have displayed more than one column. So we have passed the name of columns as parameters to the function. And we have used physics math. So it is 60, 65, 70 and 45, 46, 45, 56 and 65. In the second output we have first maths and then physics. So the values are changed that way accordingly. Okay, let's move to next. Accessing rows of data frame. How to access the rows of data frame? Row can be accessed by giving index range. Now, data frame, start row label, column, end row label. The way we have used this in the series, it goes the same way. These are, you can say, series 1, series 2, series 3, series 4, and then we have given the name to the series we already have. Now, our data frame, we have converted into data frame. I will be using all these statements because rest of coding is same, and I will explain these statements only. So after this, these statements. Now what is in the first case? df1. It means it will start from 1 and it will give you all. Okay. Before that, these index are changed 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So let me change this also. You can say because the index are given different. Here we have index as 1, 2, 3. There we have in the, you can say, string. Okay, so labels can, index can be this way also. What I am doing here, index equals to index equals to So I should copy here in fact, and this is okay, done. So let me run. Now in this case it is giving an error message, index not defined, name index not defined. Okay. Okay. Let me copy till here. Just okay. Now I will show you first, I will explain and then. Now in this, let me open both side by side, it will be easy for you to understand. So we have series 1, series 2, series 3, series 4. Series 1 is consisting of, you can say, the names and index is 1, 2, 3. Series 2 is having the marks of physics because we have assigned series to physics. Series 3 is assigned to chemistry and series 4 is assigned to math. Now if you see this till here, I think it's clear because we know how to go with the series. We have declared, then we have assigned the dictionary, and then we have pd.DataFrame, and we have passed dct, that is dictionary, as a parameter. Now if we want all the, you can say, rows from 1 onwards. Okay, so it is print df, we have passed 1 and colon, and after colon no parameter is passed. It means starting from 1 till end. So in this case we have 3, so 1, 2, 3. So the first output is having all the 3, you can say, rows here. If you see, all the 3 rows are here. Now in the second case, what we are doing, we are displaying colon then 3. It means starting from beginning till 3, as there are only 3. So it will give you first, second and third. So it is going to give you again 1, 2, 3. Now this is from beginning till this. Now in this case we have specified from row 1 to 3. So you can specify also. So output of this first, that is a print df 1 colon 3 and 1 colon 3 is going to be same. The reason is, in one case we are starting from 1 till last. In the second case we are starting from first till third. Third being the last one. In the third case we are starting from 1, 2, 3. So it is going to give you 1, 2, then 1, 2, 3. There are 3 only, first 1, 2 and 3. Now in this case we are displaying only 2, 2, 2. It means starting from 2 till 2 only. So it is giving you only 2 case. These all were the label. Now when we are going with the positional values, and when we are giving 1 colon 3 using the positional index, so it is going to give 1 colon 3. What is the 1? We start index from 0. So it will be 0, second index and third index. And fourth index it is going to ignore because it is 1 colon 3. So the index is 1. 1 means first index is 0, second index is 1, third index is 2 and fourth index is 3. So fourth index it is not going to take, neither the fourth index do exist. So it is going to take from 1 to 2 only. So 1 to 2 is 2 and 3. Am I clear? Because the first, if I'm making it more clear, this row which is having number ONE, label ONE, is zeros index. This is 1 and this is 2. Okay. So what is in the coding? From 1 to 3, it means it will take first positional element and second positional element. Third positional will be ignored. Upper limit is always ignored in the positional. So it is going to take first and second. And what is at first? First is Akbar and the second is Anthony. So it is going to give you Akbar and Anthony. Now in the last case we are displaying head 2. By default head are 5. The way we have done in series, here also head displays 5, tail displays also 5, but we have specified the number of, you can say, rows, and that is 2. So it is giving you first and second. I hope it's clear. Should we move to the next? Okay. Next one is assessing rows and columns using label index. So we have one is Pandas gives LOC, provides subset of selected rows, columns or both. So using LOC we can go. return selected subset given row column label from start to end. So it is going to give from start to end. Also we can use it. When start and row column is not provided by default, it starts with the first row and last row will be the use. So from beginning till last. Syntax is what? df object, that is you may use any object name, dot loc start row colon end row comma start colon end column. So we have to give the range of rows and column using colon in between, and row and column will be separately using comma. So there are two things: starting row colon, ending row comma. So the first colon combination of two values with colon is about row, and the second combination starting colon column is second. So let's try this one with an example. Accessing rows and columns using label index. Okay, now all the rows and all the column. Okay, I'm copying the same content. Already we have 1 2 3. I will be showing you. Let me copy down there and then I will explain you of. Okay, so till here we have converted into data frame is same. Instead of this I am going to go with this. Now please pay attention. We are starting with column. There is no value before this and there is no value after this. Neither there is any value for column nor there are any value for row. It means this statement is going to give you all the rows and all the columns. Now in the second case, we are starting row from second and there is no ending limit given. So from 1 to all it is going to give, and here neither starting is given nor ending is given. So all the columns will be given. So it will display all the rows from 1 to end while all the columns. In the third case, it will start the rows from beginning till third and all the columns will be displayed. In the fourth case, nothing is specified, which means it will start a row from beginning till end, while in the case of column, it will start from physics till end. So if there is any column before physics, it is not going to display that column. In the last case, there is no specification of rows, means all the rows will be displayed. But in the case of column, we are starting from physics and we are ending to math. So it is going to give you from physics to math. Okay. And the last case is this one. We are printing from 2 to 3 and then physics to chemistry. So it will give you 2 to 3 means there are 2 and 3 and physics and chemistry. Let's run this program. Okay, now if you see here, let me show you here also. In the first case, all the rows and all the columns. So this portion is having all the rows and all the columns. Second is again from 1 till last and all the columns. So 1 till last, so 1, first, second and this all the rows. Third one is till all the rows and physics onwards. From beginning till third and all the columns. So 1, 2, 3 because it is ending 3 and all the columns. The fourth case is it is starting from, rows are not specified, so all the rows will come, while columns will be from physics till last. So we have column as name, physics, chemistry and math. So we are starting with physics, so name is not displayed but the marks of physics, chemistry and math are displayed. In the third case, all the rows, while columns are physics to math. Math being the last one, so physics, chemistry, bio. The output is coming same in this case because we are starting from physics till math. In the last case, we are displaying 2 to 3. 2 to 3 means 1 will not be there. First row will not be there. That is having label as 1 ONE. Starting from 2 to 3 and starting from physics to chemistry. So 2 rows and 2 columns. I hope all this slicing is clear. Let's move to next. Now we use location there. Now it is iLocation. Now what is iLocation? Method to get subset of selected combination of rows, columns or both using positional index. So in this case we will be working about position, while in location we are going with the labels. Here we will be going with the position. So iLocation is for position while location simple is for you can say label. Now syntax is same. Instead of LOC you have to use iLOC. Otherwise start row, colon, end row, comma, start column, end column. So let me try this using the, you can say, positional indexing. Now in the case of positional indexing, the upper limit is always ignored. Like if you remember for loop, in the for loop, if you are using for I in range 1 to 10, so it will start from 1 but it will go till 10 minus 1, that is still 9 only. Same goes here with the location. When we talk about the position, it goes same here. So let me run it. Okay, now if I will be showing you slide, you can go with the change. We have started, nothing is given here, it means all the rows and all the columns. So first output is very much clear, 0 to last. So 0, 1 and 2, it is having, though it is having 1, 2, 3, but now we are not going with the label, we are going with the positions of, so from 0 till last, and columns are also, all the columns are there. In the third case, starting to 2, it means 0, 1 and 2. So it is not going to execute 2, it is going to give you 0 and 1 only. So if you see here, Amar and Akbar are only 2 rows, so it is giving you. Now in this case, all the rows but starting column from 1, column positions are from, you can say 0, but we are going to give only from 1. So 1, it means the 0th, that name is ignored. Then we have 1 column 3, so it is going to give you 1 and 2. So 1 is physics, 2 is chemistry, and in the last case we are starting from 1 to 2, it means only 1, and again 1, 2, 3, it means 2. So it is going to give you 1 row and 2 columns. So same output which we have, if you go with the, in the cases where we are not specifying, it is giving you same output, but where the numeric values are given here, the upper limit is given here, it is always upper minus 1. So I hope it is clear. Now we can differentiate between LOC and iloc. Features are label based and integer based. In this case, the word will be there like 1, ONE, TWO, that way. While here you will have only integer. Indexing type by label and by integer positions. Slicing includes inclusion of AND label. So AND is also included, while in iloc exclusion of AND index. So 0 to 9. So means 0 to 9 minus 1, that is still 8 only. Syntax is same. df.loc, here instead of loc you will be writing iloc. There is no other change other than including of I before loc. Flexibility works with labels, list, ranges, booleans. It also works with all, works with integers, list, ranges and booleans. Now example, df.loc s2 comma age, it is going to give the, you can say, content of row s2 and the column age. In this case it is going to give you 1 and 1, it means it is going to give you, you can say, location of that. And examples already we have discussed in the previous slides. Let's move to next. Accessing including values. There are 3 methods of accessing individual values, so you can even access one value at a time. So df object dot column, row level or the row position, you may go with the label or you may go with the position. You can have at, or using at also, at row level, column label. So you can go with either row or you can go with column, you can specify. IAT is also one, row position and column position. So with I we always have position, while without, like even in LOC we have the labels, with iloc we have position. Same is the case at, we will have the labels, row label as well as column label, while IAT we will have row position and even column position. Accessing values of individual cells. So if we want to print the math and then third, okay, let me try all these on this. Okay, I am deleting all these and then we will be going to go with coding. Now here there is no math, so let me make it math. Okay, now let's see if it wants. Okay, now in this case math 2. Okay, so we are giving, first thing is that math 3. Okay, so what is math 3 here? In mathematics, should we display before this df? Let me display df, data frame. It will be clear, more clear. Okay, let me run once again. Okay, data frame is displayed. Now what exactly is data frame? Okay, we have displayed the data frame. So data frame consists of 1, 2, 3, physics, math, name, physics, chemistry, math. Now we are displaying here math ka 3. So math is 1, 2, 3. So what is the value at third element? It is going to give you 65. Again we have used math 3. So it is giving you 65. Okay, or you can get math 2 here if you want, it will give you. You want math 2. Now it is giving you series, warning series, get treating key as position is depicted. In the future version of this will always be treated as label. Okay, so we are going to get position 2. So 0, this is what? Math 0, 1 and 2. So again you are getting 65 here. Then we are having at 2 chemistry. It means second row and chemistry value. So 2 and chemistry. So it is giving you again 65 because in the row 2 the value of chemistry, the row and column matching. So this is 2, 65, chemistry is here. So again 65 and we are giving 1, 1. If you remember first row and first column. So it is going to give you first row and first column. So this is 0th row, this is 0th row, this is first row, this is 0th column, this is first column. So first and first, so first and first is this 65. So answer for all the outputs is 65. Is it clear? So if you are simply passing one value, you have passed the name of column and you are getting the, you can say the index of that column. In this case you have, it is giving the label, it is position. Now when you are using at, it is going to go with the labels, and using I at you have to pass the columns, and that is position. Okay, this is I think clear. Let's move to next. Assessing item using condition. Even conditions can be applied. Like we are giving the value, now we can even put condition less than, greater than equals to, less than equals to and not equals to. All the relational operator are allowed while accessing the elements from data frame. Now when the condition is checked and output is true, wherever the condition is coming true, for those it is going to give you answer. For false it is not going to give you any answer. Let's see here. Click on run module. Already we are working on the same file which I have started in the beginning, so simply click on yes. Now this is an output. Now please pay attention. This print command, we know S1, S2, S3, S4, how to declare dictionary, that is explained in the beginning only, so no need to keep on explaining the same coding again and again. So we are starting applying condition on physics column. So print df physics greater than 60. Wherever physics is greater than 60, it is going to give you those values. Now for the first case, physics is 60. We are checking for condition greater than 60. 60 is not greater than 60, so we are getting answer as false. Second column is having 65. 65 is greater than 60, so you are getting true. In the third case, the value of physics, you can say column is 70, and we are checking 70 is greater than 60. That is also true. So first case is false, rest two are true. Name of the column is physics and type is giving boolean. So relational operators always give you boolean output. Now second case, filtering data on condition. Now we have used df, and then inside df we are putting one more df. So it is going to give you, if we go with this one, so df is coming. In this case it is going to give you complete df wherever the values are true. So first it will check for the true cases, and then it will display the df of the complete data frame of that column. So we had in the case of 2 where the physics was more than 65, and where in the third case where the physics was more than 60, that was 70. So these two cases where the physics is 65 and 70 are going to display using this condition. So it is filtering data on condition. So first we have put condition, and that we have put in the data frame. So here we got only the row, column name and row name values. So column physics by column were displayed on the basis of row values. Here we have applied the condition. So all the rows which are satisfying this condition will be displayed. So second row is satisfying the condition because physics is more than 60, and even third is having more than 60. So Akbar 65, 65, 56 and Anthony 70, 75 and 65 will be displayed here. Let's come to third case. Applying condition on range. We can apply condition on range also. So we are applying condition on 1 to 2. So this is for 1 to 2 means rows and this is column. So wherever 1 and 2 rows and column where it is more than 60 will be displayed. So we are getting answer as, now when it is not having one more, if we have used one more DF, it would have given the complete data frame, but it is going to give you true and false condition only. So 1 colon 2, so we are having first and second and we are checking physics is more than 60. We are not going for third. So that's why both the cases it is giving you one comma 2 physics is from physics till last greater than 60. So physics false and again the physics is in the 2 also physics is, in the case of 2 physics is true. Now for the chemistry, starting from physics till all means it will check for all the columns physics, chemistry and math more than 60. So in first, if you see here in the first case, physics is not more than 60. So it is giving you false here. In the third case, it is more than 65 and 2, so it is giving you true. In the case of chemistry, 68 is more than 60 true and 65 is again more than 60 true. In the case of mathematics, 45 is not greater than 60 and even 56 is not greater than 60. So we are getting false, both the cases false in mathematics, chemistry both cases are true, and in physics first case is false and the second case is true. Now in the third case, this print command, we are going to go with DF, chemistry more than 60, CS. Okay, it means what? We are checking for, have we specified any rows or column here? So we are going to go, it is going to go with DF, LOC, and first we are checking for the physics and then we are going to display. So condition is checked here and then even is coming, CS is coming. So if you see here, let me size for you. So we are having, you can say there is nothing specified for physics rows. So all the rows are there. So first row is there, second row is there, third row is there. Now chemistry is more than, if chemistry is more than 60, we are getting CS. Now CS is having nothing here, so it is coming CS as it is. CS column is added at the last, comma CS. Same is the case in this also. We have displayed chemistry is more than 60, CS dot math. So we are getting chemistry is, we have displayed all the values because chemistry is more than 60 in all the cases, chemistry is more than 60 in all the cases, and we got CS and math at the end. So this is what we are displaying. Okay, let's move to next. Now in the case of next, we are going to go with accessing item based on Boolean indexing. Boolean means true or false. So what Boolean indexing as name suggests, having true Boolean values, true or false. True is 1 and false is 0 as row index labels to access the rows based on true or false criteria. For this we have to create or change row labels as true or false. Dictionary we have used, physics we have used, chemistry we have used, math we have used. Then we made the data frame, accessing rows based on Boolean values, true and false. So let me copy down this coding only. This is slightly changed and okay, let me run. It is going to give you let me put slashes here. Let me put one more slash here. Now it is, we have physics Amar, okay, import is required, import pandas as PD. Okay, now let me run once again where it is giving an error message. We will modify there only. Okay, it is giving an error message here. So let me put here math and let me close it also, because otherwise it will not be closed. Run. Okay, so in this case it has given the answers. Let me show you. So we have, this time we have used a dictionary which consists of 4, you can say, rows. Okay, so it consists of 4 rows, Amar Akbar, Anthony and Manpreet. So it is having physics, chemistry, math, and the fourth one, index is given true, false, true, false. So we have given the names of index as true, false, true, false. We are displaying and then we are printing LOC, true or false. So first thing is that we have displayed print DF. It is giving the complete data frame. So it consists of true, false, true, false. These are the name of indexes, and these are the column names. Now we have displayed when they are true. So it is going to give you this row, first row, and it is going to give you second row. Amar and Anthony is coming as an output. In the next case, we are displaying as the false. So false is Akbar and Manpreet. So we are able to display rows on the basis of Boolean value of rows. So even you can get the row name, displayed the values according to rows also. Modifying data frame, we have done how to create data frame, how to get the values. Now what if we have to modify? Modifying values of existing columns. Single column you can modify. How to modify single value? The syntax is data object square, in the square brackets, column name equals to new value. For multiple, you may write loc.loc, start the column name starting from rows and the column names and equals to new values. If given column already exists in the data frame, then existing values will be changed, otherwise a new column will be added. So data frame is mutable, size as well as content. So if you are giving any column name which is not existing, if it exists it will change the values, but if it does not exist it will include that, or it will add that column to the data frame. Now let's do how we are going to modify the content of math. Okay, let me take all these and we will do one by one. Okay, now we want to modify the value of math. Now here we are not having math, so let me copy down the previous coding. If it is because we are going to go with, let me take the values from, okay, I am taking this data frame. It will be easy for us to get the values. Okay, let me go there. Okay, so we have done this. So what we are doing, we are okay, so we are doing what? Math, we are assigning value 50. Now for all the rows, there is no row specification. Physics and chemistry is assigned as 45. Adding new column, English with mark 65. So DF English equals to 65. There is no English existing at the moment, so it will add up all and 65 it is going to give. And DF IP equals to this thing. So let's run it. Okay. Okay. I think physics and chemistry it is going to give error. So let me modify for before only. Okay, let's run it now. Still it is having some error. Okay. IP is also, let me put for IP also. Okay, so run it. Okay, it has given some error messages. What error message? IP is having these values. Now in this case, when we are writing English equals to having 65, it's okay. We are writing for subjects are how many now? We have physics, chemistry, math. English is added up. So physics, chemistry, math and English, and then I. So 1, 2, 1 2 3 4, it is giving an error message that mm, length of values are 4 does not match with the length of index 3. So 1 2 3 4, so we have 3 plus 4. Let's run it. Okay, now in this case, if you see here, we have assigned math equals to 50. Data frame is displayed. We have used data frame math equals to 50. So S1 is okay. Chemistry is 45. Math is value of length 4 does not match the English. So physics and chemistry is made 45, but no change. It is not showing any change. Modify value of existing column math. So DF math equals to 50. Is it not executing? Let's run once again. Okay, let's do one by one. I want to modify math as 50. So, do we have math here? Okay, S1. We are making them as comment. Let's try. Is math changing? And then we need to print also, no? Print DF. So it has given math. So we did the modification, but print statement was missing. So after modifying each, we need to print the values. Okay, so after this also, let me print, because after doing the modification, it should keep giving the values. If we will not assign the values, after assigning, if you will not print, how we will come to know that it is working? So let's run. So in the first case, what we have done math equals to 50. So this is the initial stage when we are displaying after data frame. Now math is 50. So all the maths for all the students have changed to 50. Now we have, next case is we have started from physics and chemistry, we made it 45. So physics and chemistry, everywhere 45 marks have been changed because some other values were there, now it got changed. English is 65. There is one more column, English, which is having, all the students are having 65 in English. And the last one, if we talk about the IP case, so there is the IP students are having values, you can say, let me shift. So IP values was 54, 66 and 77. So all the values of IP is also changed. So IP was not there, so IP is added. English was not there, so English was added. While for math and physics, it is changing the values. So let's move to next. We can add a new column also. How to add a new column? We did, and we can go with, we can also use expression while creating a new column. So IP was done. If I want total, one more column total, and I want to display, so I will be using only this as a column, and we will see how it is working. So I have added two more columns. One is total. Total will consist of addition of, you can say, physics, chemistry, physics, chemistry, math. So there will be one more column added with the addition of these things. Okay, so let's run. So what will happen? One more column will be added, that will be total, which will be having sum of physics, chemistry and math. So if you see here, total is also there. So sum of physics, chemistry and math, 45 plus 45 is 90, 90 plus 50 is 140. Again, all the three students are having total as 140. English and IP marks are not added here. So even we can add the columns using the expressions. Adding new row. How to add new row? If we want to add one more row as a manp, and I want to write this way after this, because we need to see how it is coming. So I'm using print after each, you can say adding or removing. So men is one thing, and now how many rows are there altogether? If you see the output, so those many numbers we have to write. So we have value 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So out of 7, 1 is string and rest 6 are integer values. So 1 2 3 4 5 6, I have added 6 values. That is marks. For first marks will go to physics, second will go for chemistry, third will go for maths, fourth will go for English, fifth will go for IP, and total is also going to enter here. We have, it will be enter automatically. Now if I remove this 99, because there are 5 subjects altogether and we have total also. So let's run. Is it working, or it is going to give an error message? It is giving cannot set a row with the mismatch columns. So it is must. If you have used total there formula, that is secondary, but the value has to go for this also. So let's enter the value for 6th column and then run. So now it has come. Okay, print P is made capital, it has to be small, print is small. So be very particular about the keywords which are there. So it has given the fifth, the last row is 5 because I have used FIVE, and MNP 45, 54, 67, 88, 88 and 97 are entered. So even you can add rows and column, both I have shown you. Now next one is modifying value of rows. How to modify? You can write the column name and you can write the new. So let's try these examples, see how it is working. Okay, we want to add the value of index location. I'm giving you 1 2 3. So now when we are going to give location here, we should have different locations also. Let's run. Is it going to give an error message? If it is going to give an error message, we will change it. Okay, so we want this thing and we want this thing, and here we want 2, then 3, and here we will be needing 4 onwards. Okay, okay, it is giving you 2 is not there, 1 is not there, because we have used here 1 2 3. So if you remember in the previous coding, the column names were given 1 2 3. So let's copy that column this time. We had this thing, this is what we can go with. So we can go with this indexing only again. Okay, so we will be going to go with this. So let me modify, let me increase the size, let me fit for this, let me make it properly. So I want index, this is to be changed now here. Otherwise it will not take values. Okay, run it. Now it has come here. If you see here, we have displayed 1 as 50. So all the values of 1 will be 50, 1 2 3 will be 60, so and the fourth will be 65. So all the values in that. Okay, now if you see here, all the values are for 1. I want to show you both, so let me slightly adjust the size of this. Okay, now what is there? After displaying all the values, we have used MP also, Manpreet has also been done. And now after this, we need to display, which we are again missing upon. Print df. After doing everything, please do print command to see the effect whether that the thing which we have done is working or not. Otherwise, it is not giving any error message, but no even output is also not displayed. Now here if you see here, we have used location 1 as 50. So all the values in the first location is 50 LOC में. We have used 2 to 3. So 2 and third as 60. So second and third as 60. Fourth as 65. So there is fourth at the bottom. There is no fourth was there. So it was having 1, 2, 3 and 5. But we have added a fourth. So if value does not exist, it will add upon. So fourth is given as 65. So we can change the column names, we can change the, you can say we can add the column, we can add the rows also. If row or the column already exists, it will modify the values there only. If row and column does not exist, it will add up those rows and those columns. I hope it is clear. So we have done this. Okay. Now modifying single value at a specific position. We can modify particular position also. Let me try all these and I will be, this is on the positional value. We did here the location or you can say label. Now it is the positional values. So again I told you have to use print command after everyone, after you can say all the changes. So after physics I want print df. Okay, let me copy df, print df at all the places. Then I have used chemistry modification, then physics. Okay, I think it is going to give error message as physics is not properly in green. You can find out this way also. Okay, run. So it has given the values as, it has given 50 is given, all the values are above, it is giving, and chemistry 0 is 20, it is going to give, chemistry 2 is 10, chemistry 0 is 20. Now it is giving an index. Now it is giving an error message here. What error message? Warning, behavior will change in pandas, but then also it has changed the values. So chemistry is 20. And if you see here, chemistry 0 is 20. So chemistry 0 is 20, chemistry 2 is 10, chemistry 2 is 10, physics 2 and physics 2, 2 and physics, 2 and physics is what? We have displayed here, 2 and physics. So 1 and 2, 2 here and physics is made as 30 and then 2 to 1 is not displayed. So print df. So the last command, last print we will be going with. So the last one is we have used 2, 1, 40, add 2 and 1. So 2 is what? You can say 0, 1, 2, 2 and 1. 1 is what? 0 and 1. So 2 and 1, when we specify this way, this is row and in column. So second, which is the second row? This is 0th row, first row, second row. This is second row. And when we are talking about column 1, so this is first column, this is 0th column, this is first column. So here we are displaying 40, so this 40 has come. I think hope clear. Once you will try it on your own, it will be more clear to you. Now we are deleting rows and columns from the data frame. We can delete rows and columns. I think that is very much clear. We can go with the deletion of, we can go with a particular column, we can go with the row index wise, we can go with column index wise, we can go with any row and column. So let me, I'm copying straight away math. I have made math everywhere, so I'm copying math. Then after each action, output should be there. So print, it will be clear whether the effect of that print command or any command which you have executed is working or not. Otherwise you will feel that it is working and it may not work and you may not get in the proper way. Okay, let's run. Okay, here it has come. Now till here we've had row as 20 was done. We are having how many deleting a row and math. Where is math missing from? We had math here, but from here we have deleted the math, so we are having only name, physics, chemistry, English and IP and total. Okay, IP total, I'm putting this way. So math is removed. Then we have dropped 2. So we had 1 and 2. In here there is no math. Here there is no 2 because we have dropped 2. Then we have dropped physics and chemistry, XS1. So we have dropped physics and chemistry. There is no physics chemistry name. After that we have removed physics chemistry. So it is coming straight away as English here. Then we have done what? We have dropped 1 and 4. So we have dropped, we had 1, 3, 5, 4. So now 1 and 4 is dropped. So we are left with 3 and 5. So we have deleted rows as well as we have deleted columns. Renaming the row and column, it is very easy. I think we have been doing, and there are many things which have been deleted. So we may not have. So let me reach before the delete, and I am going in fact here before here only. Okay, so that we don't want other things to be used. It will be more clear. So what we are doing, we are changing 1, 2, 3, 4 this way. Okay. So I want print df and again print df. Okay, run it. Okay, in this case we have renamed as PQRS. Okay, so we have name as name and this thing. So last two. Do we have first of all PQ somewhere? We have 1, 2 and 3, and then we are naming column as name, physics, ABC. So it is already there. So what if I make it the reverse way? If I make it 1, you can say 1 as P. Okay, then I make it, because we have to see the effect now, and I want 2 as Q. Okay, so what we are doing, we are changing 2 as Q, so this is to be removed. Then I want 3 as S, 3 as R, so I am putting this. Okay, colon, and I want 4 as S. So the first one is what you are naming, and the second is what, first one is what is already existing, and second one is what you are naming. I hope it is done. Let's do this also. I want name as A. Okay, I want physics as B. So physics as B. I want chemistry as C. Okay. Okay. And I want math as, I don't want math, I am waiting till here only. Let's see. Run. Okay. One side I put double and it should be column. Now see here, the columns have changed A, B, C. I have changed name, physics and chemistry. I have changed 1, 2 and 1, 2 and 4 only. So I have changed P, Q and R. So 1, 2 and 3 are changed. 4 do we have, but 4 is in between. So if you want, then we have to go with the 5 first. 4 does not exist only. 4 was added afterwards. So 4 is not coming here. So I can delete it. So I have changed 1, 2, 3 and I have changed. So there was no change required, but it was there. So no error message is coming. That way it's very flexible. So 1 PQR is changed and ABC are changed. So we can change the rows and columns. Now next one is, there are some functions or attributes with the data frame. It is same as what we have with the Series also, the first one is index. It returns list of rows and row indexes or label of data frame. Columns return the list of column or indexes or labels of data frame. Values will return the values of data frame as ND array. Size, it is going to give the number of data items of data frame. Shape, it gives you the number of tuples, how many you can say rows are there. Access returns list of both access row and column. D type is going to return the type of what the column wise data type. Empty returns true if data frame is empty, and T is going to give the transpose of all the values. Let's try this very new, and we will be getting, I want to start new because many outputs are coming and it is confusing now. So let me save as. First, in this case we have to save also. So I want to save as data frame 699. It is going to give the values. Now if you see here, one by one all outputs. So we have used dictionary, physics, chemistry, math, and names are also given. So this is the dictionary given, the names are marks, physics, chemistry, maths, and these are the column, you can say row names. We have displayed first of all DF, dictionary has been displayed. Now we are displaying the index. So indexes, what are the index? Amar, Akbar and Anthony are the indexes and type object, and then indexes physics, chemistry and math also. So index will give you these index as well as these indexes. Next one is we are displaying the column. So columns are what? Column names are given, physics, chemistry. Then we are displaying the values. So values of all the three, you can say rows are displayed. First row value, second row value, third row value. Size, all together how many values are there? 3 rows and 3 columns. So 3 into 3, 9 all together. Shape is 3, 3. Okay. Data type is physics is integer 64, chemistry integer 64, maths integer 64. Data, okay. Then empty. Is the data frame empty? No, data frame is having values, so false. And the last one is we are getting the transpose. So rows has become column and column has become rows. So it is giving you transpose of that. I think it's clear. Let's move to the next, that is data frame methods. Head is there, tail is there, and length is there. So head is by default going to give you 5 records if value is not passed. Same is the case with the tail. It is going to return bottom 5 rows if no value passed, and length, it is going to return the number of rows in the data frame. We can count. These are some data frame functions which can apply on row and column by specifying rows or whole data frame. Axis equals to 1 for row wise and axis equals to 0 for column wise if axis is not given. Now count returns the counting of not then values in the data frame. So it is going to count the values where some value do exist. None will not be counted. Minimum is going to return the minimum value from the data frame row or column. Maximum is going to return the maximum value of data frame row or column wise, and sum is going to total up the values of data frame. Okay, let's try. Okay, if you want to try, we can find out minimum, maximum and count. It's very easy. You can try on its own, and it exactly work with the same way, the way it works with, you can say, series. Now there is one more important thing which do exist with the data frame, and one of the biggest advantage of Pandas is how easily it handles importing and exporting of data. The most common file format is CSV or the comma separated values. Using read CSV, we can load a CSV file into a data frame, and using toCSV, we can export a data file back into a CSV file. This makes data exchange between Python, Excel and data frame very convenient. So we will be doing 2 simple programs for it before this. So data frame can be saved as a file or stored media so that it can be utilized by others also. It's not only for us, so we want the file to be used for other reference. So we can save that file in CSV format. Pandas offer the following 2 methods: read CSV and for reading or importing from data CSV file, or to create export data file. So let's do this one. The syntax is how import df pandas read CSV and the name of the path of the complete path of file. comma separator. If you want separation to be there, by default it is comma, so you need not to specify. But if you have changed while saving and you want while displaying or you while storing, you can give separator. Skip rows, you can skip the number of rows also. You want 2 rows to be skipped while getting the value, or you want to skip the rows also. Skip rows and no skip rows. So number of skip rows. So path name is specify the file name with path. Path name must be separated by double slash. So if it is in C drive, so we have to put C colon double slash. Suppose data is a directory. So data double slash address.csv. So file is, name of our file is address.csv, which is in data folder of C drive. So all are separated with the double slash. SEP equals to separator, specify the delimiter character. By default it is comma. Skip rows equals to n. So you can specify the number of lines to be skipped while reading. And n rows equals to n, specify the number of lines to be read. So how many lines you want to read and how many you want to skip can be specified, and even you can specify the separator. If you don't want to use these, by default it is going to read all the files. It is going to take comma as a, you can say, delimiter. So let's take an example. Before reading the value, let's you can say importing, let's export so that we can import in the next folder. We will be doing first export and then we will import. Exporting means instead of writing, you can say in this we have to write read CSV, where you have to write to CSV. Same way, same path, you can specify the separator here. So which exporting you are, where you are storing and what separator you are using. Same goes. So let me write this dictionary and let me save this somewhere in the folder. So I will be saving this file in the folder in D drive of my system. So I'm making it D, okay, and let me make address as 69. Okay, so this is a file which is going to store in D drive with address 69 and CSV format. Run. Okay, it is giving the error here, math. Okay, let me run again. Okay, so I want to make it cam math. Should I put column, comma here? Okay, so dictionary is name. Okay, I hope it is working fine now. Let me take the other dictionary. Already we have, I am using this as a dictionary and I want to make this only to be saved. Data frame we have made and we want print data frame and I want to save it also. Okay, so this is the file 1, 2, 3. These are the names. Let me see is it saved somewhere with the 69 or not. So click on the folder where you have and open the file, and if you see, let me minimize the size so that you can see on my screen. We have CSV file name as 69. Okay, it is made just now. So this file do existing. If we will open this file, it will be, this file do exist. File name is there, it is saved there. Okay, I am closing it. Now in the next case, what we will do, we will be reading the file. So this is what importing file, and in the next line, I told you I will be first showing you export and then we will be going to do with the importing. So in the case of import, it's very easy. I want to, let me use the breaker. Okay, I want to read the file D and the name of file is address CS69. Okay, now let me write print also. Imported file from system is as. Okay, so it will import the file, run, it will overwrite, not an issue, and it has imported also. So this is imported file. If you see here, which is we have done there. Okay. So to summarize, Pandas DataFrame are one of the most powerful tools in Pandas, or you can say Python, for working with tabular data. They give us the ability to create, access, modify, filter and store data with ease. We will explore practical coding examples to strengthen the concepts in the coming video. Thank you for watching this session on data handling with Pandas, that is DataFrame. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to CBSE Tech Talks for more tutorials and exam focused lessons in IP. Thank you.